say so if you should notice. Still life won't capture the moment. Set something bold into motion.
Thank you to iHerb for sponsoring this video.
Hello, my fellow Earth Angels. Thank you so much for being here and joining me today. I'm really excited to share some of the life hacks, if you will, daily practices that I implement into my life to work towards longevity. I feel very aware of the passing of time and also that all of eternity is taking place at once. I feel like we can change our past by changing how we act in the present moment, because so quickly this present moment will become the past. And I also feel so connected to my future. I feel like my future self speaks to me all the time, and that I could blink my eyes and it'll feel like 20 years have gone by. And I want to have a healthy physical body until the day that I die. And so I try to be kind to this body and do different things every day for my nervous system, for my emotional, spiritual well-being, and of course for my physical health. I'm going to start off by showing you some daily yoga asana that I do. Let's get into it. These are poses that maybe you can implement into your morning routine. Thank you for joining me on my mat today. And I really feel that everyone should have some kind of practice or consistent way of connecting with source. There are so many benefits to meditation, and in yoga we say that we use the body to access the breath, to access the mind. So the main end goal of yoga, if there really is one, is not to make the perfect shapes, but to go beyond the body, go beyond the thinking mind, and enter that space of equanimity, stillness, and the awareness of perfect oneness. I'm probably the least flexible yogi, and that's okay, because yoga isn't about flexibility at all. And every morning as I rise, I prioritize finding my breath. Most mornings I like to start off in a seated cat-cow, inhaling my tummy, ribs, and chest forward, feeling the breath fill the whole front of my body. Breathing deeply into the diaphragm, exhaling, rocking my hips, my navel, my chest down and back, feeling the navel push back to the spine. Inhaling and rocking forward, and making sounds, sighs on exhale, to really drop my awareness into my breath, and having the intention of extending my exhale. And from here, you can walk your hands out to tabletop position. Inhale here and lower your hips down, pushing through the arms, the fingertips. Exhale and circle your hips back, hips to heels into child's pose. Exhaling fully, inhale, rock the hips forward to your hands. Exhale, circle those hips back, letting your breath guide the movement. And then switching sides, opening up the hips, pushing through the shoulders and the arms, bringing awareness to every part of your body as you move. Eventually resting back in child's pose, hips to heels. Inhale up to tabletop position. And one of my favorite dynamic movements to do is tabletop to downward dog, chanting the Aum mantra, feeling the mantra guide the movement. Deep breath in here. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. Sometimes they sound rough early in the morning, but that's okay. Exhale. Holding here. You can see I'm bending my knees because I have really tight hamstrings, and so rather than straighten them and round my back, I'd rather prioritize length in the spine, as downward dog is a spine extension pose. I'll just have bent knees. It's definitely always an option. Breathing into the vertebra of my spine, finding even more length and extension. And this is a great grounding pose if you ever have anxiety. Inhale and slowly tiptoe your toes to your hands. Coming up into a straight spine. Exhaling down, let your arms hang. Swinging left to right. And come down to a yogi squat, bringing your hands together in Anjali Mudra between your legs. That's kind of a really simple morning sequence that you can do to begin your day. And no matter what pose that you find yourself in, allow your breath to guide the movement. Yoga allows me to really effortlessly every single day move any stagnant energy that might build within my body before it manifests as a physical ache or pain. And after, I usually do some self-care, skincare things. I'm really into skincare, and I feel like it's such a privilege to age. And I also love taking preventative measures or ways to really take care of my skin, not out of fear of looking bad, but out of just loving my body, wanting to protect my skin. So I put on sunscreen every single day. Everyone should be wearing sunscreen on their face every single day, on the neck. I slather it onto my tattoos. I also really like to exfoliate, and I wanted to share with you some products that I use in my skincare routine. And shout out iHerb, who is sponsoring this video. iHerb is a one-stop shop where you can buy amazing products from some of your favorite brands in categories like supplements, sports nutrition, beauty, groceries, and even pets at a great discount. And depending on the brand, iHerb provides an expiration date so that you know the shelf life of everything that you're getting. They ship to over 180 countries in a climate-controlled distribution center. And the iHerb Rewards program allows you to earn credit in 3 different ways. So when I go in the shower, I exfoliate at least once a week. I have been loving this Mild by Nature moisturizing citrus exfoliating soap. I have one in my bathroom right now, and exfoliating is so good to get rid of dead skin and prevent ingrown hairs. I love going in with a lotion. If you've seen any of my routine videos, I lotionize every single time I get out of the shower. This is also by Mild by Nature. It's an orange bergamot body butter. This one is seriously silky, and anyone who even grazes my skin compliments me on how soft I am. And then I'll usually go in with my SPF over this. And another beauty related thing that I really love are under eye patches, because if I don't get a lot of sleep, it's really noticeable. So these are gold hydrogel eye patches by the brand Idealove, and sometimes in the morning when I'm doing my practice, I'll just put these under my eyes, and they just really nourish them, reduce puffiness. And iHerb has its own line of exclusive brands, some of which I'm featuring here, that are developed in-house and offer 90-day money-back guarantees on each purchase, which I think is great if you don't actually end up liking a product as much as you thought that you would. The first 5,000 people to use my promo code, linked down below, will get 20% off of their first order. So you can get yourself some new supplements, superfoods, and things to nourish your physical vessel inside and outside. I have used their website for years of my life, and it's just a great one-stop shop for all of your needs. And usually after I have cultivated some spaciousness within my body, some deep rhythmic breathing, I do some breath work, and today I just wanted to share with you one of my favorite balancing breathwork practices, one that can be done every single day to help you create balance in your internal system and hopefully externally, called Nadi Shodhana. The nadis are the nostrils, and this is an extremely balancing breathwork practice that balances the nervous system, the left and right hemispheres of your brain. Some might say it balances the masculine and feminine energies that you carry, and it just involves putting your ring finger on your left nostril or nadi and your thumb on the right. Simply put your peace fingers down into your palm, revealing just your ring finger and your thumb, or you can put your peace fingers on your third eye. Cover the right nostril and inhale through the left. Long rhythmic inhales and exhales. Cover the left and exhale through the right nostril. Exhaling fully. Inhale through the right nostril. Covering the right and exhaling out of the left. Inhale through the left. Exhale out of the right. And as you're inhaling, you can sense and visualize the energy of your inhale moving up and being cultivated at the third eye point between the eyebrows. And sense this energy building. Maybe see it as a luminous light in your pineal gland, alternating between the nostrils. Exhale fully out of the left whenever you're done. And take a moment to feel any shifts in your awareness. And that's just a really quick taste of Nadi Shodhana, which you can do for as long as you want. I don't want to make this video too long, but that's just a really simple go-to breathwork practice that you can do every single day. Breathwork has so many benefits. It literally ended my anxiety, and pretty much anytime I feel any sort of discomfort in my body, dis-ease, anxiety, I implement one of these tools. I do a forward fold. I breathe deeply into my stomach, sitting in cat-cow. I put my feet onto the earth, and eventually I take an action step of stating a boundary, stating my truth. I feel like there are so many ways to respond with love whenever an intense feeling or emotion arises, and using things like yoga asana and breath work to prevent our minds from spiraling or entering into a slump, moving the energy around before it can get to that point. This video would probably be way too long if I led an entire yoga class, but a few more things that are great to have in your daily practice are at least one twist every single day. Bending your knee into your chest and dropping it to the side. Turning your gaze in the opposite direction. Some kind of inversion is really good to do every single day for longevity, having the blood rush to your head. You can do a headstand, shoulder stand, and of course forward fold. So I feel like for me, my practice changes every day, but key things that I try to do: forward folds, extension poses, at least one twist, always follow a twist with a forward fold, and some sort of inversion. I usually always follow my yoga asana up with breath work and then a silent meditation. It's much easier to work with the mind after you've given it a point of focus, that being the breath work, and then it's just easier to meet your mind from that place and enter full equanimous witnessing. So I don't normally drink caffeine or drink coffee, but when I am craving a little bit of an energy boost, I like to have matcha. This one is by Matcha Road, and it's the matcha plus vitamin C. It's really yummy. So I'm sipping on that, and I'm gonna make some jackfruit tacos. These are really easy to make and one of my favorite healthy dishes. You can make healthy tacos out of pretty much anything that you have on hand, as long as you have some good tortillas. And this jackfruit meat has been marinating in an enchilada sauce. I have some lettuce to top it with, some avocado and lime. You can add refried beans, sauteed onions and peppers, and kind of make fajitas, but I'm just going in with this jackfruit. I feel like in all of my videos lately, I've just been eating huge salads, and that's not the only way to be healthy. I feel like there are so many ethnic foods that are really healthy, like stir fries and dosas and noodle dishes. I get caught up in adulting or in this state of mind of tasks to do and how much have I accomplished, and having my worth feel so based in external pragmatic things and productivity, which I think is just capitalist conditioning. Like I'm only good enough and valid enough if I have worked and done physical labor in the day. And I've been trying to invoke my inner child more and more, which is just this energy of curiosity, of lightness, of not getting so caught up in time and schedules. And I try to do something every day that makes me just laugh at life and feel light about it and remember that it's not so serious, because I think that's like a trap. You know what's good? When the sauce is dripping all over your hands. I usually eat at least one meal a day outside because it's just so lovely, and to really sit with the elements in gratitude and to thank every hand that touched this food and got it to my plate. Really making eating into a ritual with deep belly breaths. And I don't intermittent fast, I don't restrict myself, but I do wait generally like a few hours after I wake up to eat, just because I feel like I'm still digesting my food from the night before. I think as I get older, I definitely want to get into Tai Chi, because my form of just energetic movement when I'm dancing literally feels like I'm just moving a little chi ball of energy around. And I just feel so called to move slowly and just sensually dance with the wind and the elements. I love moving and dancing with the earth and just visualizing my body receiving light codes and energy and cleansing from the earth, from the bottom of my feet. And those are just some little things I do every day to feed into longevity and being gentle and kind to my body. I drink a lot of water. I don't run a lot because my knees are sensitive. I immediately can tell when something feels off energetically, and I speak about it. I do cardiovascular activity at least once or 3 to 5 times a week. Really, I ride my bike everywhere since I don't have a car, and that feels really good. And I just love taking care of this vessel like it was my best friend, and I feel like I'm just borrowing it. I'm just borrowing this time. I just want to make the most out of it, so maybe this gave you some inspo. I love you, loving you, and I feel like everyone's success around us is just really a meter for our own potential, and it's just really exciting that creation is kind of complete and there's nothing out there that we desire that doesn't already exist. And so we can work towards the things that we want. We can love ourselves. We can overflow. We can create systems and paradigms that would heal and inspire and change this world. And I feel really excited about that. But thank you so much for joining me today. And thank you to iHerb for sponsoring today's video. And I'll see you in a video soon. Until then, take some deep belly breaths. Bask in the exquisite perfection and miracle that each moment is, and I'm sending you so much love. Bye!